Patrick CEO back in the house again, man. Look, Mo Game. Mo Game and Mo Game. Welcome back to the channel, subscribers, family, and friends. Man, look, got a good one today. You don't want to miss this one. It's going to be gold. Hit that subscribe button if this is your first time. Look, new dump truck numbers. I've adjusted what I believe and perceive to be the numbers that you need to make as a minimum in this dump truck business on a daily basis, right? All right, so you guys know for 3 years now, I started off saying $800 a day, right? And we basically broke those numbers down with $800 a day, 8 times 5, $4,000 a week. And we basically went at it like that, right? And broke it down for you guys of what that would be. Now, without further ado, because I know some people have been, wanting me to come on with new numbers or asking me about it, that kind of thing. So here it is. New numbers, I'm saying $1,000 a day, right? $1,000 a day is what needs to happen in this dump truck business, right? Per day, you need to make a minimum of $1,000 a day, right? And you be cooking with fish grease, okay? All right, out of that $1,000 a day, here's just an average expenses. Gurus don't hold me to the number. This is just average, right? $1,000 a day, right? So if you make $1,000 a day, only expenses I want to look at is the your two biggest ones, the fuel and the driver, right? Which is on a daily basis, right? All right, so if you do that, and let me say this is South Louisiana. Cost of living is not as high in South Louisiana, right? So this need to be adjusted in another state where the cost of living is higher, right? Typically, though, you guys are going to make more an hour with your trucks anyway. Just saw that on the live that I did on Saturday morning, where 115, 120, 125, 110 is where you guys are getting anyway, right? So I'm just, you guys are already ahead of us, okay? All right, so for the fuel, for the driver, $220 a day. I base that on $22 an hour as a starting point here in Louisiana at 10 hours a day, right? $220 a day. The fuel, $150 a day. That's based upon about 50 gallons at what the cost of fuel is, right? Most of my jobs, that's what we're going to burn, 40 to 50 gallons a day. That's all, right? So that's $220 for the driver, $150 for the fuel, $370 a day, minus $1,000 a day. It's a total of $370 in expenses, right? All right, $630 would be the profit per day on the 1,000, after the 1,000, and you deduct your expenses of just the driver and the fuel only, right? All right, $630 a day. If you do that $1,000 a day and you're making $630 to the good without anything else taken out, times 5 is $3,150 at the end of the week, right? $3,150, right? Obviously, if you do 20 days, 5 days a week, that's $20,000 for the month. You'll have $3,000 in fuel for the month. For just this one truck, $3,000 in fuel, $4,400 to the driver. Your total is $20,000, right? Let me recap. $20,000 would be the total, right? $1,000 a day, 5 days a week, right? I always go with the 5 days, $5,000 a week, $20,000, right? Y'all with me? All right. Out of that 20, $3,000 go to fuel, $4,400 go to the driver. That's a total of $7,400. $7,400 minus $20,000 is $12,600. Profit to the good after only the driver and the fuel, right? Obviously, whatever your note may be, you take your note out of that, your insurance gonna come out of that. Let's just say for me, out of that 12,600, I'm gonna minus 4,000 for the note. That's 8,600. Average on the truck for the insurance and the workman's comp, 2,000. Remember, I got newer trucks. I'm gonna say 2,600. Still leaves me 6,000 to the good in profit, right? All right, so I've paid here my note, my insurance, my fuel, and my driver. Your 4 biggest expenses: your workman's comp, your fuel, your regular insurance, my driver, and my fuel, right? And I still come out with $6,000 to the good. $14,000 in expenses on $20,000 gross revenue left me with $6,000. All right, and so It might be other little knickknacks. Some people other than got to pay. That's all the expenses we got coming out here. All right. And so obviously out of that 6, you would put some money back for maintenance for that particular truck. And other things, save 10%, whatever you want to do. I'm just simply trying to show you that $1,000 is a good barometer a day to be able to say, well, okay, well, we making some pretty decent profit. Numbers never lie. I don't care what nobody else say. Coming with, I'm telling you what we're doing in South Louisiana, because I know there's going to be a troll on here come somewhere to want to dispute this and dispute that. My expenses, again, and these are the expenses for any dump truck company in America. I don't dispute that you might have 1 or 2 more things that maybe I don't have here. But my driver and my fuel are my biggest expenses. I'm to my reoccurring monthly expenses, not to my road tax that you pay once a year, tag that you pay once. I ain't talking about none of that. I'm to my reoccurring expenses. I got my driver and my fuel every day. I total that up for the month for you, right? And then I got my note every month if I got a note, and I got my insurance and my workman's comp. What else do I need? I don't see where I'm missing something. If I'm missing something out of that, maybe it doesn't come into play here in South Louisiana, maybe for somebody else. But if you can do $1,000 a day, I like to believe that in a lot of places, key here is profit. You're going to profit. It's just a matter of how much profit, right? I don't think anybody can dispute these numbers that there's profit here, that this business is a profitable business. It's just a matter of, you might go to Montana or somewhere, maybe your expenses might be, you might see 8,000 or 9,000 in Montana, but then you might go to Atlanta and then, okay, well, out of those same numbers, maybe your profit ain't but 4, but it's still a profit, right? All right, it's still a profit. Now, obviously, if you're the driver of the truck, you're making that money and plus seeing the profit, right? This taking into account the way I did it is like if you're paying a driver, all right? So I hope that helps us, aspiring dump truckers. Let me run over them again before I go. $1,000 a day times 5 is $5,000 a week, right? All right, but let's look at the $1,000 a day. $220 a day for the driver is $1,100 for the week. $150 a day for the fuel is $750 a week. All right. All right. My fuel for the month would be $3,000. My driver would be $4,400 for a total of $7,400. My gross is $20,000. 74 minus take away from $20,000 is $12,600. $12,600. Pay my note $4,000. Leave me with $8,600. I'm gonna say $2,600 for my insurance and my workman's comp. Coming from $8,600 leaves me with $6,000 all day long. All day long. Numbers never lie. So I am officially adjusting my bottom line figure. Dump truck gurus, dump truckers, we need to be making $1,000 a day. And we can see unbelievable profit that would change our dump truck lives. Now, you saw in the previous video, we're pushing for a rate. We're not consistently at 100 with the companies we need to be. Do I get 100 with other companies? Yes, I do. I got some companies I get 125 here in South Louisiana. I got a couple of people I get 115. But my bread and butter company is still at 85 plus the fuel surcharge. Really, the numbers add out to about 95 when you add in the 10% fuel surcharge. You do numbers on it, it's about 95, between 95 and 100. But we're trying to get them to raise the base level truck rental price, right? All right. And so again, let me explain that. They're at 85, but we get fuel surcharge, my bread and butter company. And when you add the fuel surcharge in across the spectrum of each truck, it ends up being between about $95 an hour, right? So we're trying to get them to go up at least 5. And if they do that, then that'll get us to that 100 as a baseline. Well, I really want $10, right? I hope I can get them to 95 with the fuel surcharge. That'll put us over. That'll put us at about 110. All right, so that's how the numbers play out. Troll me. They can say what they want to say. I'm doing it in South Louisiana on these numbers. So I'm not, don't let these doggone wannabes, guys that's got sour grapes because the business didn't work out for them. You can't make no money. It's too much overhead. It's not paying enough. These guys is sickening with trying to discourage people because it didn't work out for you. Well, then my question would be, why didn't it work out for you? And if the easiest thing to always try to tell people, the money ain't enough right. The money ain't enough right. Man, I've been doing it 24 years. I got to be making some money somewhere. I got to be doing something right. I'm putting a kid through college now. I don't look like I'm starving. I got girth. Make it make sense. All right? So y'all be encouraged. I've adjusted the numbers, y'all. $1,000 a day. That's what you need to be shooting for. Got your CEO. I love this one. This has been a good one. Y'all tell me what you think in the comments. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, notification bell. This one's gold. I'm gone.